Hello to everyone, you are most welcome to my channel today. In today's lesson, what we will be doing is Winona Ryder by Picture This. So there are 4 parts to this song. We have a verse, pre-chorus, chorus and a bridge. The main chords we're going to need are G, C, E minor and D, but we're playing variations on those chords. And we're also going to be messing around with a bit of a B minor later on in the bridge. So let's get into the song. So guys, we are going to start with the verse. Now the chords you're going to need for the verse are G, C, D and C again. Now we're not going to use a normal C, we're going to use what I call a C add 9. So a normal C is first box B, second box D, third box A. But a C add 9 is second box D string, third box A string, and then in the third box you put your little fingers on the B and E strings as well. Gives you that little sweet sound. So you can do a normal C chord and put your pinky finger on B3. It'll give you a similar sound, it just has that open bottom, but I prefer a sweeter sound on the bottom with the pinky on as well. So I change my whole hand around. Also it makes it easier to go from your full G chord into that C chord. All you have to do is move your big fingers down one string. Okay, so we're going to be using that C in this one, and then the G and the D are normal. So let's start off. We have a G chord, and your strumming pattern is going to be 8 times down per chord. So there's 2 G's that start, so we're strumming down 16 times. We go into that C chord that I just showed you, so your big fingers just go down one string, so from A and E down to D and A. There is your 2 C's done. Then on to the next line, we have a G and a D chord. So we're back into G just for 8 strums, into that D chord for 8 strums, and into your C chord for 16 because there's 2 C's. Now from D into C, all you do is put your pinky finger on the bottom of box 3 and then you move your big 2 fingers into that C. Instead of lifting off all your fingers and trying to put them all back on again, your third finger is going to stay where it is for all this song. It's never going to move in this song, so that's going to be your anchor, and then the rest of the fingers just move around it. So it's easy. In D, all you do is remove your pinky and move your big fingers down, but for every other chord just put back on that pinky finger and just move your big 2 fingers. So from D into C, put that pinky back on, move your big 2 fingers to the D and A strings, and then you have 2 of those C chords, so it will be strumming twice. So if you are going to be playing the verse with the lyrics, it should sound like this. She's got attitude, I wouldn't try her, and she looks just like a young Winona Ryder. And when she's mad at you, she puts you on fire with a stare. So that is the verse part. Let's go into the pre-chorus of the song now. Okay, the pre-chorus is very short. You're going to need D and C, and that is it. But remember, for the C, we're using a special C chord, not a regular C chord. So we go into our D chord, and it's just 8 strums. Put on your pinky, move those 2 big fingers into that C chord. Back down into that D chord. And back up into your C chord. And that is it. Now if you want to create a bit of silence before you build into the big chorus, on that last C you can just do 1 strum instead of the full 8. So you can go D, C, D and then C with 1 strum. So that would sound like this. And then it builds into that big chorus because you actually sing a few words and then start strumming. That's the way this song works. So if you're putting the pre-chorus together with the words, it should sound like this. And I don't want to step out of line, I just want you to stay the night. So guys, that was the pre-chorus and the verse done. Let's go straight into the chorus of the song. So the chorus of the song is almost exactly like the verse. There's just one change. On the second line, instead of G, D, C, C, it goes E minor, D, C, C. Okay, so let's start off this with your 2 G chords. So we have G starting off there, and there's 2 of them, so we do 16 strums for this. Then you go down 1 string with those 2 big fingers into your C chord, and again 16 strums. Now, what you can do here is open up your fingers and go into a regular E minor, or leave those little two fingers on to create an E minor add 9 or E minor 7 with the pinky on as well. So I leave it on just to keep that nice little ring out on the bottom, instead of changing it drastically from a nice high C into a low E minor. I keep it nice and high as well. So I go into that E minor there, all I do is move those two big fingers, and it's 8 strums. Now you can go into a regular D, or a D slash F sharp, or D sus 4 slash F sharp. It is up to you. So regular D, D slash F sharp, more bassier, and D sus 4 slash F sharp, just add that pinky back on. Okay, and if you are going with the D sus 4 slash F sharp, which is what I do, all you do is separate your big two fingers. So your first finger goes up one string from E minor, and your middle finger goes down one string from the E minor. So we're going from E minor into the D, so you might as well just do the splits with those two big fingers. Your first one goes up, and your middle one goes down. And those two little fingers don't move at all. And that's for 8 strums. So on that second line you have that E minor, your choice whether to do a low open E minor or a high E minor with those little fingers left on. And then you have your choice to do one of 3 of the Ds. You can do a D, D slash F sharp with your thumb on the top of the second box, or D sus 4 slash F sharp with your pinky on and your thumb on. That's up to you. And then to finish it off we have that C chord for 2 strumming patterns. So that is the chorus of the song. It's just those 2 lines, and that is played again because there are 2 choruses played straight after one another. So if you are putting it to the words, it should sound like this. Now I'm falling in love, and it feels like the first time I had nerve to walk into my life, head to toe in designer, like a young Winona Ryder. So guys, that was one of the choruses. It goes straight into the second chorus. The only difference between the first and second chorus is the lyrics of that first line of the chorus, because there's 4 lines in each chorus when you're singing it anyway, and they match up with the chords. So that is your verse, pre-chorus and chorus done. Let's go straight into the bridge now. Okay, so as you can see in the bridge over here, the C and D are underlined and the E minor and B minor are underlined. So what that means is they share. So instead of doing 8 strums each, the C will do 4 and the D will do 4, because they're sharing that 8 strum pattern. So C will do 4, D will do 4, so they add up to 8 together. Together they are only 1 chord. So you go into that special C chord, do 4 strums, then into a D chord for 4 strums, then into an E minor for 4 strums. Now here you have the option of doing that open low E minor, or leaving on your little 2 fingers and going into a high B minor or E minor. Now another option on the next one, B minor, you can do the full B minor. You can do a B minor 7, or what I like to do is the open B minor 7. So my first finger is on the A string box 2, my third finger is on B3, because it doesn't move throughout the whole song. Gives you that open sound that's really nice, and it's used in a lot of songs as well if you're changing between C, G and D, that chord there. So that would be high E minor is what I play, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then all I do is remove my middle finger and remove my pinky finger, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there are 2 full C chords, so I go back into that full special C chord that we use for this song, and I do 16 strums. Okay, so as you can see, there are 4 full chords on every line in this song. It doesn't matter how many chords there are, it has to add up to 4 full strumming patterns. So C and D will share, E minor and B minor will share, and then C has a full one and C has a full one. So it's adding up to 4 full strumming patterns in that line. Then the next line is almost the exact same, just instead of finishing on a C and C, it finishes on a D and D. So we go into that first chord, a C chord, and you're doing 4 strums, 1, 2, 3, 4, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. I do a high E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. I do an open B minor 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a D chord for 16, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it brings it back into the chorus. So that was the bridge of the song. So we've done the verse, pre-chorus, chorus and bridge. That is the whole thing. So guys, that was our lesson today, Winona Ryder by Picture This. It's been playing on the radio like mad. I've heard it tons of times over lockdown because I'm listening to the radio 24/7 just to hear new tunes, see what songs I can put up that people might like. But if you did like today's video, hit that like button. If you are new, subscribe. If you have friends that want to learn the guitar or like this song, or they play the guitar and you want them to learn this song, then share the video to them. But that's it from me here today, guys. As always, I will see you next time.